Hello everyone. First of all, thank you so much for liking and following my page. I really look forward to experiencing and enjoying this journey with you behind me. I really do look forward to it with excitement. So today I just want to tell you a little bit about who I am, where I come from, and a little bit about why I am in this journey of Mrs. South Africa. So ke monelo a selaelo mapula chane. Ke moneneketša šila lupi ka tlatša leselo. Ke ngwanyana wa Mopedi, ke tšwa Leboa Limpopo. I grew up in a small village called Vienna, as we call it. I am a dreamer. I see my life and the world in colors and pictures, and I imagine myself in it, and I dare myself to be in it. I remember growing up sitting behind my grandmother's house, and I'd look at the mountains that were far away from us, the Malebogo Mountains. And I would be curious about what happens at a mountain. I'd be curious about how does it feel to be close to a mountain. I'd sit and imagine it days after days. I'd imagine what's behind the mountain. And I would always conclude that conversation and that curiosity with one day I will go to a mountain. One day I will own an aeroplane and I'll fly over the mountains and see what's behind. I guess that's why today I am such a lover of hiking and spending time in the wild, in nature, and on the mountain. I'm a mother to 3 beautiful kids. I've got 2 boys, Steve and Toriso. And by the way, Toriso said I must tell you guys that he is not just Toriso, he is TK. So aka TK Toriso. And a little girl called Galeboga Oluchi. I must tell you this as well, that Oluchi is a name that I daydreamed about as a little girl. I picked up a magazine, I think a Bonao page, one of those 2 magazines, and there was this Nigerian model, Oluchi. And I just resonated with her as a person and with her name. And I told myself that one day when I have a daughter, I will call her, I will name her Oluchi. And I'm forever grateful to my husband that when he named our daughter, he also took in the name of Oluchi into consideration and gave her that name and honored my dream and my daydreaming as a little girl. So talking about my husband, the man of the castle, of the crow, Yakachani. So Gitaviso Chani, I met him in 2004, actually 2004 in varsity. And we just started off on a footing of friendship, and that's how it has been in our life ever since. He is my best friend, he is my number one, and I love him so much. Love you, love you. So the reason why I am in the Mrs. South Africa pageant is because when 2021 started, I told myself I'm naming this year a year of doing it. When the year ends, I want to say to myself, I did it. And Mrs. South Africa is a platform that I chose for myself to do exactly just that, to do it. To dust off the ashes of self-doubt, dust off the ashes of fear that I've living under for more than 2 years. The ashes of doubting whether I can or cannot do it, the ashes of overthinking. So I remember when I completed the application, it took me a full month to complete the application, because the application took me back to being in contact with myself, remembering who I am. I remember there was a line that said, tell us 5 things about yourself. And I just had a mental block. I looked and I thought, I don't know anymore. I don't know who I am. And I looked at the enneagrams that I've done and wanting to go and copy there and say, this is what the assessments say about me. And it just felt so inauthentic. And this journey, just from the day that I started completing that application, it forced me to sit down and point the mirror back at myself and reconnect to that dreamer, to that little girl that used to sit behind the house, that little girl that used to go through magazines and see herself in magazines and see herself in color and pictures. And then I was able to answer the application form authentically, really reconnecting to who I am, really reconnecting to the person that will carry me to saying I did it at the end of 2021. So I'm doing Mrs. South Africa for my self-development, for the stretch out of comfort zone. And I'm also doing it for Foundations and Bonds, which is a company that I'm a founder of, and I stand for families, couples, and parents, for relationships of families to grow, for relationships within families to be nourishing and to be empowering. So I empower parents, couples, and families to find a breakthrough in their relations, in relations to themselves and relations to each other as a family. I believe that for a country to flourish, for a community to flourish, for a society to flourish, the family needs to first flourish. I believe that it's time we take care and support of the family unit. And that, believe me, is a stretch out of comfort zone on its own. So I'm really looking forward to meet parts and pieces of myself. I'm looking forward to see that collage of who I am, the pieces that got dropped off along the way, the pieces that got dropped off in the chaos of being a mother and working and trying to fit in life. I'm really looking forward to meeting all those pieces of me. Thank you.